Shalom as well. Shalom. All right, shalom, Israel. Here we go. This is Captain Azania, Captain 10,000 Azania of the ISUPK, Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York City, New York, since 1969. And since the 60s, we've been teaching the Bible, the King James Bible. It's King James 1611 is what we teach out of. And with that being said, we've been teaching the absolute truth of the Bible, okay? Teaching the absolute truth of the Bible. Let me get the scripture here. All right, absolute truth of the Bible. This is scripture breakdown class. And if you have a question, please populate it into the chat. Let's see here. Here we go. Any questions, populate them in the chat. I'm pulling up a question now. Let me get this question now. Okay, we are on YouTube and Facebook, ISUPK Upstate NY, ISUPK Syracuse. Just getting this here. Everybody could like, put a thumbs up, click the thumbs up, subscribe. All right. Share to whoever, as many people as possible. Put your questions into the chat. Questions into the chat. Let me send it to the sister here. Okay, and Naharyala, if you could populate that question into the chat, I would greatly appreciate it. Populate that question into the chat, I would greatly appreciate it. Let me see here. Here we go. I'm trying to bring other people in. Thank you for your patience. Bringing 2 sisters to the class right now. Water, everybody. Because tonight's topic is about polygamy or polygyny. Okay, and I'll get to that definition. I want to answer a few questions first. I'll answer a few questions first. Let's get this volume completely off. I gotta join this class, all right? Man, did you see the thumbnail? And how y'all are put up?
Let's see.
All right. It's a nice thumbnail, know how y'all put up. Okay.
Oh, okay.
No, I'll show you. I'll show you. All right, let me get to Salakia. I appreciate y'all patience. I really do. Mm-mm-mm. I really appreciate y'all patience. Thank you. Just pulling these questions up. Okay. It's a nice picture, right?
Really nice.
Hey. Okay. Question was about mushrooms. All right. Let me get that one. All right. Any question, please pop them into the chat on the YouTube. I have it here. Here we go. Here we go. Man, I appreciate your patience. Wow. Okay. All right, Akia. Akia, when you show up, you can ask that question in class. All right. Okay. Did you have questions? Any questions in the classroom?
Yes, Captain.
Go right ahead, please.
I'm always here to try to refer to our people as Asiatic people. That was one of the questions.
Okay.
And the other question, people mentioned Ashkenazi, is it Terry? That's right here. Yeah. And a Terry,
Wow.
and a Terry Kazi Jews. Ashkenazi, the Terry Jews.
Okay, there is Ashkenazi. The two, okay, the two different type of Jewish people that they categorize themselves in is Sephardic. Have you ever heard that term?
Sephardic?
Yeah. They use the term Sephardic or Ashkenazi.
Sephardic, okay.
Ashkenazi or Sephardic. I'm not certain if you were saying another one. Were you saying Khazarian?
Khazarian.
We say Khazarian because we're
Okay.
bringing out the truth.
Okay.
I'll break it down for you, though, okay?
Khazarian.
Now, but I'll answer the first question about Asiatic. All right. I'll answer the first question about Asiatic. Any questions, just please pop them into the chat. Greatly appreciate it. To the Aquakium, the Akium, Shalom Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabbat. Aquakium, Shalom Yahweh Shem Alpha Shem Yahweh Shabbat. All right. We're going to get into it. Okay. And then the Haryala had a question. Somebody asked him, is the ISUPK in the Bible? All right. We'll get to questions in the class first. Okay. First question is Asiatic. Let's look up the term Asiatic. Okay. Let's get the definition for Asiatic. We as Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, what was done to us is prophetic. In the book of Psalms, chapter 83, grab that real quick, right? Book of Psalms, chapter 83, it says this, because this is what happened to us. It's part of the curses that was going to happen to us for us breaking the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High God. Okay, and he told us these things are going to happen to you if you keep the law. If you keep the law, you'll be above all nations. You'll be fruitful. You'll be a great people, astonishing people. You understand what I'm saying? You'll continue your royalty, all of that. I'm just paraphrasing Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 1 through 15. These are all the gifts, all the blessings that will bestow upon us for keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. And you see that today when we keep the law, statutes, and commandments, right? Houston right now, just imagine this. Just everybody check this out. Houston right now is filled with Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans for spring break. Right now. And next week, not next Saturday, but the following Saturday after that, the ISUPK and the righteous, the priests and the prophets, okay, the daughters of Zion will be in Houston for the 57th annual Passover. Right now, you see what? Us not keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. All right? Us not keeping, I saw a video clip of a drone that was over a beach, and all you seen was a sea of people running, scattered everywhere. You can hear gunshots. And it was so sad and horrific to see nothing but our people running for their life. Right? You could see social media, everybody posting themselves in bed with a complete stranger, saying, I found this person at such and such club. And they all agreed, everybody down there, when you go and find somebody and you have sex with them, you go ahead and post it on your Facebook, post it on your Instagram, post it on your Twitter, post it on all your social media profiles. All of them are doing that. The STD rate is skyrocketed through the roof. It went up, what? Just in Houston alone, 73%. 73% of STD cases skyrocketed in Houston last week. All right? That's us breaking the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High God. Watch. You can see the ISUPK now. We keep the law, statutes, and the commandments of the Most High God, and you can see the beauty. Right? You can see the power. You can see the militancy. You can see the wisdom. You can see the brotherhood. You can see the structure. You can see the sisterhood. You understand what I'm saying? You can see how we look. You could just look at us. You would just look at us and be like, that's an amazing people. Damn, who are they? Wow. What is that? Who is that? Can I be a part of that? And you will see it. And you will see it every time you see the ISUPK, Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. When you see us, because we're keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. Right? So, with that being said, right, when we break the law, this is what happens to us. Okay, in Psalms chapter 83, this is what happened to us. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. Okay, all right. We are a hidden people, meaning what? What does it mean to be a hidden people? What does it mean to be a hidden people? The hidden ones.
Chosen.
Yes, but that's not hidden.
Protected.
No. Here, listen to what it says in Psalms chapter 83, verse 3. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. In the right context, hidden does mean protected, chosen, right? The Most High hides you, all right? But these nations in Psalms 83, the Edomites, the Ishmaelites, the Moabites, the Hagarenes, Amalek, the Philistines, did they successfully cut us off? Verse 4 says, they have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation. Did they do that? Yes. So when it says hidden, it's more talking about not knowing, not known, nobody will know. Right? Like how we say the lost 12 tribes of Israel, the lost sheep of the house of Israel, the lost, the lost, the lost. Lost means nobody can find it. Lost means spiritually lost. You have no connection. You believe in everything, right? Don't we? Okay, so we're a lost people. We're a hidden people, meaning we don't even know who we are. All right, we're that hidden. Verse 4 says, they have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. Okay. What these nations are doing and what they have done, even if they don't know it, they cut us off from being a nation. The Israel, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. Okay? For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. Then it gives a list of all these nations. What do the Arabs say to black people? What will they accept? The Ishmaelites. What will they accept from black people?
Their money.
Their money, yes. But I'm talking about in a spiritual sense.
They call you
brother. They'll say brother. Why would they call you? Why do they call us brother? Why would a white man call us brother? Why would an Arab call us brother? Because they want us to follow their religion. Right? Okay. You go to a corner store and you say, brother, and then you respond back and you go, brother. You go, Salam alaikum. And they turn and they look, and now you their brother, and what they want you to follow their religion. Okay, the white man wants you to follow his religion, his politics. The Chinese man, he wants you to follow his religion, his politics. That's the only way the other nations will somewhat accept you, right? They're not truly and fully accepting you because you're not them, and they will never do that. But that is a tool that's used to keep you away from you being you. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay. Somebody, my coworker, we were talking, we was driving, he likes to watch Kung Fu movies. So we on break, he got a tablet, we watching a Kung Fu movie. And he like, man, they just so nice over there in China. Look at them. And this Kung Fu movie is supposed to take place, but he's just talking about how loyal and honorable they are, how smart they are, and they're military and this and that, and they're structured. And I turned to him, I said, My brother lived in China, and he said China is a piece of trash. China is horrible. But black people are willing to follow their belief and look at them as something great. You understand what I'm saying? Right. When you look at yourself as great and better than everybody else, they don't want that. So they'll use any tactic that they can, even if they're not knowing it, to keep you from remembering who you are. Okay. All right. So we see that in Psalms 83, and that's going to happen. That happened to us. They took crafty counsel against us to cut us off so our name will be no more in remembrance. Right? It says that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. Let us cut them off from being a nation. All right. Let's get that term. Asiatic. Go ahead.
As like they were saying about the K-pop Demon Hunters, who is a Korean female singing group who sounds like they're, black, like they're black and, have that same pop rhythm as a black female group, but they're Korean. And the BKS, it's a male group that sounds like if they're black and they try to dance, taking our culture and our heritage, our style or finesse.
Right. But that might be just something slightly different. Okay. That's them culture vulturing us and taking away from us. Okay. Because every nation on the earth does that. And that's true. All right. Okay. So you ask, why are there people who use the term Asiatic, right? That call us, the so-called black man in America, Asiatic. Okay. What happened in the um, 1940s, 1950s, okay, and the 19, let me see if I can switch this screen. If I like that screen like that, that's fine. Oh, looking for something else more. Okay. I apologize, y'all. That's better. I think we can flow with that a little bit better. Might be a little bit better, right? Okay. I don't know why I put two. Okay. All right. The 1940s, right? Well, let's go. Yeah, let's go back. 1920s, you had a nutcase, Timothy Drew, who changed his name to Noble Drew Ali. He started following Islam. He followed Islam and he wore those red hats. Okay. Some guy from the circus taught him. Ain't that crazy? There was a guy he met because he wanted to join the circus. These niggas is crazy. He wanted to join the circus. All right. So I think he went to Europe. He traveled and went somewhere and he met this guy from the circus. The guy from the circus was Turkish, okay, where they wore those fezzes, the red hats, okay, they wore them. And the guy is telling him that you are of Asian descent. You're not Muslim, you're of Asian descent. So Noble Drew Ali took this teaching that he learned from somebody else. This is what he says. Okay. He said he had all these visions and wrote all this stuff. Came back to America. He's from North Carolina, came back to the Americas, and he started teaching the so-called blacks in America that they are Moors, Moabites in the Bible, and Moors. And this is where you start getting the language that, well, we're from Asia. Okay, as you can see, the definition, this is the Oxford Dictionary on Google. Asiatic meaning, Asiatic, relating to or deriving from Asia, Asiatic coastal regions. Okay, so you got this term, Asiatic. Asiatic refers to anything belonging to, relating to, or originating from Asia. Its people, culture, as you see how it says, its people, cultures, or geography. While often synonymous with Asian, it is sometimes considered old-fashioned or, when used as a noun, offensive. The Asians don't call themselves Asiatic. Okay? However, it is synonymous with the word Asian. All right? Okay? It's commonly used in scientific or historical contexts. Asiatic lion, Asiatic chlorella, meaning from the sea or the ocean. Okay, the plant life in the ocean. Okay. There's an Asiatic lily, Asiatic trade route. And if you call an Asian Asiatic, they will take offense to it. Okay. Because they don't look at it how blacks in America looked at it. Now, let me go back to Noble Drew Ali. So then there came Elijah Muhammad. Elijah Muhammad started teaching that we are Asiatic black men because he learned from Noble Drew Ali. Okay, all right, and he learned from W.D. Farad Muhammad, a white man, saying that he was Allah in the flesh. And Elijah Poole changed your name to Elijah Muhammad. You're going to teach the blacks in America that they are the Asiatic people, the lost tribe of Shabazz, and the Asiatic people of the earth. Okay, they're chosen. Now, who really illuminated it and put it on a platform after Elijah Muhammad came Clarence 13X. Clarence 13X, he was in the Nation of Islam. Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. He got kicked out probably because he liked to smoke weed and cigarettes. All right. So he said he wants to be the street fraction of the Nation of Islam. He want to get the children or the youth in the streets. So he started the Nation of Gods and Earths, Clarence 13X, who died in a dice game somewhere. Right. That's why you have the 5%ers, who are the nations of gods and earths, come out of the Nation of Islam, and they speak similar rhetoric. They speak to, you are God, right? You got a positive and a negative. You have a higher and a lower, and you're Asiatic. That's where that comes from, with no true definition. However, how does it sound? How does Asiatic sound? Because nations of gods and earth, so 5% is the reason why they say 5% is because they say, I think they say 80% of the people don't know anything. Then there's 15% who know but don't tell, which is the Nation of Islam and the Masons and all this other stuff. All these secret society groups, and then the 5%ers are those that know and teach the knowledge. That's why they big on everyday lessons. What's today's mathematics? And that's how they presented themselves to each other every day. They met each other. They would greet each other by saying, "What's today's mathematics? And what is your name?" "My name is Rakim Allah, and I have to tell you something scientific." Because black people come from a place of not knowing who the hell they are. We grabbed onto anything. That's exactly what happened. We didn't know who we were. Yeah, we Muslim. We Moors. We Christians. We Catholics. Yeah, yeah. We this. We Africans. We Buddhists. We the Kung Fu. Yeah. Oh, it's black people in China? We the original black Chinese niggas? Because you don't have anything, everything sounds appealing. So then when you got somebody who is scientific, it sounds cool. Sound like this nigga is really smart. Them nations of gods and earths is really smart. Asiatic black man. It sounds like it's great. I'm the sun and you the earth. You my earth, baby. You the earth, I'm the sun. The sun, the moon, and the stars come together, and that's a family. That's the black foundational family. The Nation of Islam say the crescent moon is the womb. When a pregnant woman stand to her side, that's the crescent moon. And that star inside is your child to come forth. Because that star comes from the sun. All of it is just something that sounds great. And even if it doesn't even mean anything, it's poetic, it's scientific. You see it, the term Asiatic is a scientific term. Okay? That's why Asians don't use that. All right? I'll read it one more time. Asiatic refers to anything belonging to or relating to the or originating from Asia, its people, cultures, or geography. While often synonymous with Asian, meaning this is Asian and means Asian. Now, one, we're not Asian people. All right? And we got to stop being so simple-minded. As black people, we're very simple. We take everything for face value. You have to stop being so goddamn shallow. You understand what I'm saying? Like more, M-O-O-R, Moabite. The first two letters are M-O. So it must be the same thing. So we must be the Moabites. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're damn simple.
Correct.
I was talking to Brother Boyd yesterday, who's more science, right? He said, "Brother, is you watching that television? Get away from that television. Vision." That's not what television means. But you're so simple and shallow that you don't research it or really look into it. I'll get y'all that right now. To go, that's not what television means. It don't mean television. Why are you going to the library where the lies are buried? Asiatic black man. See, Asiatic just sounds like it's something great. Sounds different. Because we were slaves and beaten up and so poor and destroyed, why not take Asiatic? It sounds fantastic. What I say, I was just going to look up television. I don't know why this keep doing that. Let's do this here. I'll do it right here. Everybody good with Asiatic, right?
Yeah.
I'll go back with it. Here's the definition of television, everybody. Okay? Because you're going to get television is television. That's not what television means. Television, right? Okay. A system for transmitting visual images. Visual. Now, see the word visual? That's where you get vision from. Tel. Have you ever heard of the term telecommunication? Telecommunication. Television is just transporting a vision. Telecommunication is transporting communication. That's why they call it a telephone. Is the phone telling you lies? Telephone. What rhymes with phone? Bone. So if I use the telephone, I'm going to break my bone. This nigga is deep. Jesse Jackson ran an entire political campaign to be president of the United States with rhyming. Niggas, stop being so simple. Asiatic is a simple, stupid term. Asians don't use the term Asiatic. Have you ever noticed that? Go to a Chinese restaurant. Go to take a Chinese class on Chinese culture. Watch Kung Fu movies. Talk to somebody that's Asian. They're not going to say, I'm Asiatic, or you ask them. You'll never hear them use the term Asiatic. You know who uses the term Asiatic to describe themselves? People who have not a goddamn clue. It's just like television. How come the television is bad, but the telephone ain't bad? I'm talking to the nigga on the telephone. Yesterday, I'm on the phone with him. Peace, salam, brother. How you doing, brother? Is you got your kids watching that television? No, but we talking on the telephone. And he got me on the FaceTime. He FaceTiming me on the telephone. So are you using the Stop. Asiatic is just stupid. Okay. All right. Remember we was battling Zion Warchild? He said, but the left hand and the right hand, see, you got to have the two hands. So this hand and that hand with the fingers in the right and the left. Stop. Red fish, blue fish. One fish, two fish. Who gets that? Who cares? Aren't we past that? Shouldn't we be intelligent enough at this time to go, damn, we past that, brother. Stop. Stop. We ain't no 5%ers no more. That stuff is all crazy. It's poetic. And black people are creative and poetic. So we'll take something and we'll make it sound great. All the rappers in the 80s and early 90s was what? 5%ers. And that was their rhymes. You know how cool it sounds to have your name? Rakim Allah. Rakim Allah, I'm the God. The God represents earth. The earth represents the earth, the woman, the womb. All that sounds great. That's fine. But we don't just keep it in poetry. We can't just keep it in our creativity like it's just an art form. We can't do that. We're so simple that we take something that's poetic and just make it our philosophy, make it our God, make it our religion, our ideology, our law. So that's it for Asiatic. What was the second question?
Yeah, Ashkenazi Jews.
Okay.
The three different types of Jews.
Wow, perfect. Yeah, Nahari said it, the God bodies. Remember the God bodies? And where did the God bodies come from? I mean, where were they popular at? Anybody know? Because it was the 5%ers, then they start calling themselves the God bodies. Where did they become popular at? Prison. Right? That should tell you something. 5%ers, all of them start getting locked up. Right? The Muslims was already in there. Okay? The Nation of Islam is in prison. And the Sunni Muslims are in prison because Islam is not our religion. Islam is for them. for Ishmaelites to be wild and crazy and rude and lewd. And you take on their religion, and what happens? You take on all them demons. You take on all their demons. So now you in prison, all y'all in prison fighting each other over cigarettes. The Muslims smoking cigarettes. The Nation of Islam, the nation of gods and earths, all of them is smoking cigarettes crazy, fighting over goddamn cigarettes. Isn't it wrong to smoke cigarettes? The Muslims sell cigarettes at the corner store. The Arabs don't they? Don't you see the Arabs always smoking cigarettes? You take on that spirit. So you're in prison because you're doing all the crimes that the Ishmaelites and the Arabs are supposed to do. And then you become God body in there. You start dividing yourself up. Them the Muslims, that's the Nation of Islam. Them the Bloods, them the Crips, them the Latin Kings, them the Dominican powers, and we gonna be the God bodies. Because it sounds so cool. So it's just very simple. That's all that is. All right? Okay, let's get Ashkenazi. Get this quick. I can't spell it right. Oh my goodness. Here we go. This is so deep that you asked that question. And then you got Sephardic, right? This is so deep that you asked that question. Great question. Oh my goodness. All right, I'm going to read Zechariah first, chapter 9 and 6. You got it on your phone, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you can let me. For sure. Zechariah chapter 9, verse 6. Zechariah chapter 9, verse 6 says, "A bastard shall dwell in Ashdod, and I will cut off the pride of the Philistines." Okay? And a bastard shall dwell in Ashdod. All right. But let's get these meanings. Let's get Ashkenazis. They call themselves Ashkenazi or Sephardic. The Ashkenazi and the Sephardic Jewish people are not the real Jews. And even them using those terms is a hint and a segue for you to expose them on that they're not the real Jew. All right? Because they call themselves Ashkenazi or Sephardic. All the Jewish people come from Khazarian Empire. All right? They come from different parts of Europe. They're Russian, they're Polish, they're German. In ethnicity. Okay? And in Khazaria, they chose to follow our faith and our system, which is the Bible, the Torah and the Tanakh. Okay? It was either be Christian or Muslim. And they said, oh, we're going to be the Jews. We follow the Torah, we follow the Tanakh. And they came up with a religion called Judaism. That makes no sense, right? Nowhere in the Bible does it say the term Judaism, right? Okay, so they wanted to create a religion. That's what they follow. They follow a religion of Judaism, which is the Torah, Tanakh, and the uh, Talmud. Right? Is it the Talmud? The Talmud and the Kabbalah. Right? I think it's the Talmud. Okay, their book that's filled with witchcraft and demonic laws and how to be as a people, how to be disgusting as a people, filthy as a people, evil and conniving and malicious as a people. Okay. All right. So let's take a look here. Let's get Ashkenazi. That's it, Nahayala. Excellent. Up north. Shalom. Yeah, what's up? Okay. Ashkenazi. There is more Ashkenazi than Sephardic, but they divide themselves into these two groups. Okay. Yep. The water. 100%. All right. If you can read that for me.
Khan, sir. Ashkenazi, a Jewish person of Central or Eastern European descent.
You see that, right? What does it say? Read it again.
Khan. A Jewish person of Central or Eastern European descent. Traditionally.
Hold on now. Hold on. This is crazy. Read the name again.
Khan, sir. Ashkenazi.
What?
Ashkenazi.
What?
Ashkenazi.
That's crazy, right?
Khan, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
A Jewish person of Central or Eastern European descent.
Let me give y'all something real quick. The Jewish people claim they hate another specific group of people. Which group?
The Nazis, sir.
The what?
The Nazis.
The what?
The Nazis.
What name is that again?
Ashkenazi.
I took Latin in college, right? And what Latin makes you do is when you look at a word, a lot of the words, majority of words are multiple words put together. Okay? They might come from different languages, but they're words that's put together to mean something. But there are root words inside of that word.
Right. What
is that word again?
Ashkenazi.
And who do they hate?
Nazis.
Do you see the word Nazi inside of there? Let me tell you what Nazi means, right? Nazi refers to a member or supporter of the National Socialistic German Workers' Party. Okay? I just thought it was crazy. It's not necessarily that go back to it just so I can see the whole. We got it on the screen, right? Okay. Do you see the breakdown of the word underneath the word? It says Ashki Nazi, right?
Sir.
Wow. Now, might not be the exact same.
Right.
But there is some significance there because of what this word means. A Jewish person, go ahead.
A Jewish person of Central or Eastern European descent.
What country is Central Europe? What is the most central country in Europe?
Germany.
Give me my hand, man. Ain't that something?
Sir.
World War II, Hitler was Germans fighting Germans, yo.
That's right.
That's what that was. Eastern Europe or Eastern Europeans fighting Eastern Europeans. Central Europeans fighting Eastern Europeans, and Eastern Europeans fighting Central Europeans. That is how this truly plays out. They are the same goddamn people.
That's right.
There is something you can look up. You can look up Hitler's lineage. And a lot of historians say Hitler was
Jewish.
Because Jewish people are not who they say they are.
That's right.
Ashkenazi is proof that they're not the real Jews. Go ahead.
Right. Sir, I was gonna say, so they was in a sense kind of having like a civil war,
yes.
basically.
That's all that was.
Right.
Germany was having civil war. Even if they looked at each other as different groups of people,
Right.
they were all Germans.
Mm.
Okay, right. They were all German citizens in
Right.
Germany and everything. Just like the Civil War in America. They were all Americans. It was just the North versus the South.
Right.
What happened was the Jewish people, the Ashkenazis in Germany, right? Because they follow their code of interest and banking and their system, they don't like to deal with the other Edomite tribes,
Right.
as we would say. They don't like to deal with the other nations of people, how they deal with themselves. They increase interest and rates for
Right.
other nations.
Right.
So they came into Germany, and they was in Germany for a long time, and he started taking over the banks, owning the stores, owning the businesses. Hitler, as a little boy, is wondering. Now, we're not in agreement with Hitler.
Right.
But Hitler was like, man, this is supposed to be German. Why everything Jewish? Right? Same spirit that you see today and stuff like that.
Right.
That same concept. Why it's got to be Black History Month? This is America, buddy. Right? Why does it have to be Black owned? Why can't it just be American owned? That's what Hitler was thinking. Like, why can't? But he, in a sense, was like, damn, they taking all the money from the Germans. We ain't got no businesses. I'm growing up poor. I'm starving. We hungry.
Right.
Let's get the Jewish people out of here. That was his initial fight. So it was nothing but a civil war amongst them.
Right.
All right. Okay. Keep reading.
Salaki, sir.
Please.
And that kind of sounds like what Donald Trump doing today.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Trying to get everybody up out of here and blaming one thing on another when
Yes.
it's really his own people that is.
Why do the Mexicans have all the jobs?
Right.
The Mexicans is getting all the jobs.
Right.
All those Hispanic people taking all the jobs. I'm at the work site, right? And we talking. And I like when Esau starts spilling his beans, right? Start getting a little loose.
Yeah.
Like, oh, so you do like Trump, huh? Okay, all right. What you think about ICE? You know, ICE is all over the place. Yeah, they're taking my taxes are paying for their health care. What are you talking about? And then the other Edomites on the site. I didn't say nothing. I'm just looking around. Other Edomites. Yeah, that is true. I go to the hospital. I'm waiting in line. Because there's nothing but immigrants in front of me. Mexicans is in front of you at the hospital? I don't know, Akia. I've never seen that.
God, that's a fact.
What? Yeah, can't get no jobs and all this and all that, and the healthcare, and we gotta feed them. Look at all the money we're putting in to feed them. You putting money in to feed them? That's crazy. It's like what's going on with TSA right now, right? And I just realized and put it together. ICE and TSA is this work for the same agency, basically. Okay, because transportation and travel, right. That's the security for that. That's the security agency, right. And ICE is the immigration, basic and customs. Customs, when you go to the airport, there's an office, customs office. So it's basically the same thing. So Trump want to give money to ICE, right? And what happened was the Democrats said, no, take that money from ICE. So Trump like, okay, then TSA ain't getting paid because they the same group, they're the same company. So that's how that planned out.
Wow.
Right. So the Democrats, instead of them going, all right, pay ICE as long as you play TSA, Democrats said, no, we're finally going to fight and go against the Republicans, which is still stupid.
Right.
Okay. Give ICE their money. If TSA is going to get their money, just still give them their money.
Yeah.
But that's another story. But what happens is, just like how you said, they come up with this ideology and stuff like that these people are taking over and taking control.
Right.
But the sad part about it is, here, they were in control of Germany, just like they are in control of America in a lot of parts. They control a lot of the businesses and the banking.
Right.
All right. Go ahead.
God. Ashkenazi, a Jewish person of Central or Eastern European descent. Traditionally,
How could you be Jewish and European descent? How could you be a Jew and European? That's like, doesn't make any sense, right?
Concept.
That's like how they got us.
Right.
How can you be an African and an American?
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? You can't be both.
Right.
African is a continent of over 54 countries. You understand what I'm saying? American is the people that enslaved us,
right,
and destroyed us. How can we be both? Ashkenazi means that you're a Jewish person, a Jew, Jewish, right? But you're a Jew of European descent. What does descent mean?
That you come from.
Thank you. So you can't be a Jew and then a European at the same time.
Right.
It doesn't make sense or add up. It doesn't. Right? Because you would have to be what? What would be the true correct term? You're a Jew. Right? Okay. You're a Jew from Israel. You're an Israelite.
Right.
That's what that means. So you're from the tribe of Judah, from the nation of Israel. You're an Israelite. You're a Judite Israelite. You understand what I'm saying? They can't be that descendants.
Right.
Okay? Keep going.
A Jewish person of Central or Eastern European descent, traditionally speaking Yiddish.
Doing what?
Speaking Yiddish.
Speaking what?
Yiddish.
What is it supposed to say there, what is it supposed to say there?
Lashuan Kodash.
Not even Lashuan Kodash. But what should it say there?
Hebrew.
It should say Hebrew.
Right.
You speak Yiddish. Damn. You told on yourself. They tell on themselves when they say that they're Jewish of Eastern Europe or Central European descent, that they're Ashkenazi because they speak Yiddish. Yiddish is not Hebrew. Yiddish is broken German. Yiddish is a German and a Yiddish is German and Assyrian Hebrew put together.
Wow.
That's what it is. They get married, they say what? Mazel tov. Mazel tov isn't in the Bible.
Right.
Where did it say Jacob got with Leah got with Rebecca and Mazel tov? That's nowhere in the Bible.
Right.
That's not our tradition.
That's right.
They don't follow none of it. We follow it.
That's right.
We follow it more than they do. Right? They'll put you on a chair and lift you up on a chair. Okay? They'll tie a cloth around them. That cloth is supposed to be the sheet after the woman's hymen gets broken, that's given back to shown to the priest and to her father that she was a virgin.
Wow.
Right? But they tie that around them. I'm like, yo,
that's crazy.
But they don't give it back. They don't, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
They keep that. They put that in their closet. They're Yiddish. They're Yiddish. They're not the real Jew.
That's right.
Keep going.
Relating to or denoting Jewish people of Central or Eastern European descent.
This is a UPK One West peanut butter and jelly right here. You're not the real Jew. You're Jewish. Like or pertaining to.
That's right.
That's why the definition says relating to. And then it doesn't say Jew. Nowhere does it say Jew in the definition of Ashkenazi.
That's right.
It always say Jewish.
That's right.
Jewish people of what?
Of Central or Eastern European descent.
Scroll down for me, please.
Let's
get more of this definition.
Show more or
scroll down. I think the other the Merriam one might be down there. Yep, go there. Ashkenazis from Wikipedia. You can share that page. Oh no, that's it. That's it. You're on the right page. I'm sorry, I can't. Go ahead.
Ashkenazi Jews. Ashkenazi Jews, also known as Ashkenazic Jews, Ashkenazis.
Nazi is in the word.
God,
Ashkenazi. That is insane. Go ahead.
Or Ashkenazism form a district ethnicity. Distinct ethnicity
This forms a distinct ethnicity. Go ahead.
of the Jewish diaspora,
Keep going.
emerging from the Jewish communities
Go ahead.
that consolidated during the 10th century.
Consolidated during the 10th century. This is right after what? This is right after the Khazarian Empire. In the 9th century, this group of people, this is in the book, 13th Tribe. Okay. There is a book too. Let me see here. There is a book that straight up says the Khazarian Empire will basically give you the history. All right. But go ahead, keep reading.
That consolidated during the 10th century in the Rhineland, Western Germany, and
whenever you see Rhineland, yep, that's Germany. Okay. Western Germany. Go ahead.
And in the northern France, having migrated there from centers such as the Italian Peninsula and the southern Levant.
Yeah. I typed in Khazarian, right?
Oh God.
Khazarian comes up, Khazars, people. The Khazars were a semi-nomadic Turkish people who established a major commercial empire in the late 6th century CE, spanning the south of modern European Russia, right? Southern Ukraine. Let me just see here. Southern Ukraine and Western Kazakhstan. That is why their culture isn't biblical culture.
Right.
Okay. All right. Remember, in the Bible, fried chicken is in the Bible.
That's right.
All right. Gold teeth is in the Bible. How we rock our beards and the oil is in the Bible.
That's right.
The oils that we put on, that's in the Bible. How our women dress and look, to how they act to this day, and they still act like that. All that is biblical and part of our culture, and we don't even know it.
That's
right. All that. And their culture is Western European or Russian. They no different than the Russians. That's why they dance like Russians, talk like Russians, and act like Russians. And Ukrainians, they all act that same. Now, when I type this in on Google, this is what popped up. I typed in Khazars, right? That came up, the definition, and then this comes up. Where did Ashkenazi Jews come from? Why would Ashkenazi Jews pop up as a definition when I type in Khazars?
Is that because they know that? Would it pop up because they know, like, it's not the same thing, that they're not like the real Jews?
That's absolutely right. That's their history, right?
So.
Okay. The Khazar Khaganate was primarily defeated by Sviatoslav I of Kiev, from the Russians.
Right.
The Prince of Kievan Rus. That's where you get Russia from. Okay. Around 965 to 969 AD. What did it say there? It said they consolidated during the what?
The 10th century.
The 10th century, meaning they lost, got taken over by Russia. So they came together after they lost the war.
Right.
And they fled into Germany. That's where these people come from. Go ahead, Ak.
So is the Germans, the Ukrainians, and the Russians, they all basically insist like the same people?
And the Turkish.
And the Turkish?
Yes, they're all the same people.
Wow.
That's why they all look alike.
Right.
If they're a special and chosen people, wouldn't they look different than everybody else?
That's a
Wouldn't there be something that you could definitely signify that these people are different?
That's right.
You can't. Why can't you? Because they're the same people as the Russians, the Ukrainians, the Turkish. Okay. And what happened was the Khazarian Empire that was close to Turkey, the Turkish, they did become Muslim. That's why the Turkish flag is a Muslim flag. I don't know if you ever seen it. It's the red one. The Nation of Islam used the same flag. It's a red flag with the crescent moon and the star on. Okay. All right. Basically Muslim Russians.
Right.
All right. Okay. So they all look just like that. All right. The Khazars were a diverse Turkish confederacy, often described by medieval sources of having a mix of Central Asian and European features, including red hair, blue eyes, and fair skin. Damn! The people in the Bible is repeatedly over and over and over what? Described as what?
Dark skin.
Dark skin, black skin, brown skin,
Right.
black hair, woolly hair,
That's right.
fair skin. Ah, damn. Darker haired individuals as a nomadic. And the Bible says, find this for me, Yak, if you could. Open up another tab and get me you open up the tab, go to Google. Okay. And type in look for that scripture. Shall never wax pale. Just read that out loud for me.
Khan. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 29 and verse 22.
Now, this says that the Jewish people, the Khazars, the Ashkenazis, are red hair, blue eyes, and fair skin. Go ahead,
Khan. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, who redeemed Abraham concerning the house of Jacob.
Concerning the house of Jacob. Go ahead.
Jacob shall not now be ashamed, neither shall his face now wax pale.
Wax what?
Pale.
Wax what?
Pale.
Wax what?
Pale.
Netanyahu and all them Jewish people claiming to be Jews, all their faces are pale.
That's right.
That's a lie, man. Your entire history, you lied.
That's right.
You stole somebody's identity and you capitalized off of it.
That's right.
That is why nobody really wants to go in and investigate. Well, they keep saying they're the ethnic Jews. Even the Republicans are starting to wake up and say, well, not wake up, but turn to the Jewish people and go, well, why don't y'all take a DNA test? How are y'all the ethnic Jews? How you know y'all the chosen people?
Right.
What gives y'all this right in this claim? Because they don't like the Jewish people, right? So they got an inner beefing amongst themselves, and they can't really answer it. They don't want to. All right? And what's so crazy is we should be able to wake up and come closer and closer to the truth now, because it's like,
that's right.
We here.
Right.
We give you all the scriptures to show you who the real Jews are.
That's right.
All right. That's perfect, guy.
All
right. The water. Give me Sephardic. Because they break themselves up into two. Ashkenazis and Sephardic. I already got it up on the one tab, if you could. Sephardic.
Sephardic refers to Jewish people within.
Share this tab instead. The water. This is insane now.
Sephardic refers to Jewish people with ancestral roots in the Iberian Peninsula, Spain and Portugal.
That's correct.
Following their expulsion in 1492, they settled across North Africa, the Mediterranean, and the Ottoman Empire, developing distinct traditions, liturgical customs, liturgical customs, in the
Ladino language.
Ladino language.
Uh-huh.
It contrasts with Ashkenazic Eastern European heritage.
Wow. This is partially true and partially false. Okay? Because in 1492, Spain did do a decree. We were in Europe. When I say we, I'm talking about the real Jews. We were in Europe, right? And we were royalty in certain houses, in certain cities, in certain states, in certain countries. We had royal powers. Okay, not saying that we were all together.
Right.
All right. King James. Okay, he's from the tribe of Judah.
Right.
All right. Okay, he's from he's black. He's so-called black man. Okay. So what happened was they said the Jewish people, the Muslims, have to be kicked out of Spain. That's the expulsion, like to be expelled from Spain and Portugal. All right, they made this law, kicked out. And in 1492, that same year, what happened?
Christopher
Columbus.
That's right.
Yeah, this was all part of the same thing. All right, to get us up out of Europe. All right, specifically Spain and Portugal. All right, so we came out of Spain and Portugal. Got kicked out. I'm gonna get you out.
Sir.
All right. And the lie was Edomites, the Khazarians, were taking on, following after us, right? Okay. And our tradition or whatever was claiming to be Jews and Jewish at the same time too. So we're starting to develop doing all that. So they got kicked out as well. So when you hear the term Sephardic, you will even hear people say, "Oh, the Sephardic Jews are darker Jews. They're the darker ones," and all this. And they love to claim David was Sephardic, which don't make no sense because all of them would be the same.
Right.
It wouldn't just be one that's chosen.
Right.
Go ahead. You had a question or comment?
Sir. So I guess it would kind of be two, like as far as this topic. So the difference, there's obviously a difference between Sephardic Jew and the Ashkenazi Jew.
Yeah, but they don't. But they're doing that because they're basically the same people, right? They're just saying Spanish Jews like that, okay, or what you might call gypsies. I don't know if you ever heard of gypsies. Have you ever seen Hunchback of Notre Dame?
Kind of a concept.
Okay, remember Esmeralda?
It was a while ago, but I've seen it.
Okay, type that in. I know it's simple,
Kind of
but it's something that we can look at. You can go right there.
Slaki, what did you want me to type in, sir?
Hunchback of Notre Dame. Look at that, pop right up.
Characters?
Yep. Perfect, huh? Yep. Click on images. These will be Jewish people, but do you see how they got Esmeralda?
Guys, sir.
Right. She's a gypsy. So a lot of the Sephardic Jews that they call Ashkenazi are the gypsies, are Jewish people,
right,
who were of Western Europe. All right. Okay. So they might have darker hair, like Italians,
right,
or Spanish. You know, Spain is Edomites,
right?
A lot of them have darker hair and darker eyes. All right. Okay. So that's where you get that Sephardic from. So basically, they really just trying to play on words instead of just saying the Jews and stuff like that.
Right.
But it's kind of giving a segue into them not being the real Jews.
Right.
All right. Okay. Go ahead,
sir. And just to piggyback, so
click on share this tab so they can just see it just real quick. Y'all can see Esmeralda. Okay. Click on Esmeralda. One of them. Yeah. You see how she's getting the darker hair.
Right.
She got a 10. All right. Doesn't mean she's not one of us, the Sephardic Jews, but they're dividing themselves up like that. Okay. But they're all European. All right. But go ahead. You were going to say something?
Sir. So as far as the Sephardic Jews, them saying they're Spaniards, it was that just because of like where they were? basically.
Yeah, Sephardic and Spaniard don't necessarily come from
Right.
the same root words or anything like that.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but Spaniards,
Right.
okay, Sephardic Jewish people are really Spaniards.
Gotcha.
Yes. Okay.
Gotcha.
All right. And that is why a lot of times, this is crazy, the Spaniards, the conquistadors, they took over the Caribbean islands easily. Why?
Because they all look the same?
No.
Was it because of the location that they
When they came down or came to the Americas, right? They always brought the water. They always brought someone with them.
Like a translator?
A translator.
Right.
They would bring one of them to translate, even though it wasn't what we were speaking over here.
Right.
But you still can catch some of those words.
Gotcha.
All right. You can still hear some of the Assyrian, the Yiddish. You can still catch it.
Right.
And they brought them to translate. Why would they do that? That's deep. Christopher Columbus had a Sephardic Jewish translator on his ship. Why would he do that? See, why would he bring a translator that can speak Yiddish or broken Hebrew? Ain't that crazy? Because he knew that the people over here were the true Jews.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? So they brought them translators to speak to them. That's why when you get the book Lost Tribes and Promised Lands, it says it in there that the translators found that they were speaking Hebrew, and they were saying, our brothers Reuben and Ephraim are on these islands over here. When they came to the Arawak, the so-called Arawak Indians, Arawak and Taínos. Right? They were saying Reuben and Manasseh and Ephraim. They was using those terms because they knew who they was. They knew too. Columbus knew that we was over here too. Right. That we were speaking Hebrew over here. All right. So they brought the Sephardic translators. Right. Okay. All right. All right. We'll go back to Sephardic real quick. Just run through it real quick. Just drop down and click on Sephardic Jews. We'll just get a little bit so we can get to the topic about the show. Unless there's other questions we can. Oh, I gotta get mushroom too.
Sephardic Jews, also known as Sephardi Jews or Sephardim, and rarely as Iberian Peninsular Jews.
Right. Iberian Peninsular is when you see Europe, Spain, and Portugal is that far part of Europe that goes out into the ocean. That's why it's called a peninsula. Right. All right. Like how Florida is. Right. It extends out into the ocean. Okay. Right. Spain extends out from Europe. Right. Into the ocean. Okay.
Are a Jewish diaspora population associated with the historic Jewish communities of the Iberian Peninsula, Spain and Portugal, and their descendants. The term Sephardic comes from Sephard, the Hebrew word for Iberia.
Right? Okay. So to be called an Ashkenazi means you're German. Right. Or Central European. To be called a Sephardic means you're from the Iberian Peninsula. Right. That contradicts you being a real Jew. That's right. Okay. All right. Because your location does not denote your ethnicity. That's right. All right. Your nationality is not based off of where you live, because you could be Chinese. Jackie Chan is Chinese, but he lives in America. Right. And he lived in America. He's not American. He identifies as Chinese. Right. You get what I'm saying? All right. And just like anybody else. All right. Just like us. We're the real Jews that live in America. We're not African American. We're the real Jews. Okay. That's why they try to use terms to what is it when you call somebody a bad word? Raise your hand. Denigrate. Denigrating terms by saying black Hebrew Israelites.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Concept.
Right? You'll see that now pop up a lot.
Mm.
When you're looking for Hebrew Israelites or the Israelites or ISUPK or the Israelites, you'll see black Hebrew Israelites. And you'll hear a lot of people going, yeah, the black Hebrew Israelites. That's to take away from what our name truly means.
That's right.
It's a disrespectful term to call us black Hebrew Israelites. You don't go to an Asian person and say, are you a yellow Chinese man? Right? That'll be weird. Nobody says, he's white Irish. He's a white Irish. Nobody would ever say that.
Right.
What's the point of saying that? You understand what I'm saying?
Concept.
Right. Okay. But with us, oh, y'all can call us black Hebrew Israelites. That's to try to take away.
Right.
All right. When they do that, Ashkenazi and Sephardic, those are terms to take away from the fact, or no, those are terms to add to the fact. Let me say that. These terms add to the fact that they are not the real Jews.
That's right.
That they're Eastern European. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh,
that they're Western European from the Iberian Peninsula. That's exactly what that means. Nothing more. All right. Okay. So we go with that. All right. So you can stop sharing that. Keep that open though. I want you to use that, right? Okay. Go back and see if Nahayala put that scripture in. Nahayala, if you could put that scripture in that you was looking for, scroll down and see if he's in there. I don't think you put that in there. Nahayala had a scripture about mushrooms or about the foods that we can eat. I think it was in Genesis something.
Did he put it in the chat?
Can you check for me, Baba Kishore?
Okay, sir.
I think it was Genesis. It was about eating of the seeds that bear seeds. And mushrooms don't bear seeds. They told you that too, right, Akia?
So that was the discussion we was having last Friday with a brother that was saying something about that.
And he was saying that you wrong for
eating pizza with mushrooms.
Oh my God. Yeah.
God, sir, I got it. It was Genesis chapter 1, verse 29 and 30.
And you know, you probably are. What was your response? Did he say something to you?
God, sir, what did he say? Me and him was having a discussion because he seen me eating the pizza, and he was he was questioning me, basically being in the truth, because I didn't know if it was unlawful or lawful or not to eat that. And the fact that I didn't know if it was or not, he was basically questioning me being in the truth. Like, oh, you don't know that, his thing is that it was a sin. He was saying,
you're an officer of 50.
God, sir.
And Akia, you always check them. Okay. Always go at it.
Right.
You're not okay. If you was eating a slice of pizza, right, with mushrooms on it, and it was unlawful, who's down there with you? Sabiyab, Nahayala? Right.
Sabiyab was.
Okay. Them brothers would have told you not to eat it.
God, sir.
Have you ever heard in the ISUPK, don't eat mushrooms?
Wow.
Okay. Check the shit out of niggas. Yeah. Because he's having sex with whoever the hell he want to have sex with.
Right. He's
having sex with sodomites. He's smoking cigarettes, smoking weed, sniffing coke. But you got mushrooms on your pizza.
That's right.
Tell him, nigga, stop being a cracker, nigga. Is you a cracker or a nigga? Are you Jewish?
That's right.
Where the hell did you learn that I can't eat these delicious mushrooms on this delicious slice of pizza and bite it right in front of you and chew it up? Because, nigga, you eat pork. That nigga that said that to you, he eats pork. He eats sausage. He eats pork bacon, don't he? He eats pork chops. His grandmother cooked something. and she put pork all in it. He don't even ask. He don't even consider. Okay? He's like, no, this is cabbage. She fried it and back fat. Salt back fat.
Right.
She had a slab of hog in that skillet, melted it down, and chopped up the cabbage, and that's what she fried with it. And he ate it delightfully. And he smiled. It's just outstanding.
Right.
So now mushrooms is unlawful. The mushrooms. Can't eat mushrooms. That's Jewish.
Right.
That's Jewish. That's like a cheeseburger. You know, Jewish people don't eat cheeseburgers.
Right.
Right? They don't eat cheeseburgers because the scripture says about the witchcraft, I'm paraphrasing, don't boil the goat in the milk. Don't boil it. Nobody knows the Bible except us.
That's right.
Nobody. Nobody knows the Bible. I went to Catholic school, graduated from Catholic high schools, went to a Jesuit, Catholic, Franciscan university. Then went to Tennessee School of Preaching and Biblical Theology. The Bible, the scriptures. Ooh, know it all. Then what happened? When I seen this UPK, ISUPK on the corner. Let me watch this video. You ain't the real Jew. We the real Jews. What are you talking about? Deuteronomy chapter 28. I said, let me go right here. Whoa! You know how many times in preaching school we read the Bible front to back and back to front? We read it. Every semester we went through it and broke it down. This is what this means. This is this word. This is the Greek. This is the Hebrew. All that. Damn, we never did Deuteronomy 28. I ain't never seen this. I remember Revelation. We had a class, Revelation, in the prophecies, in the all that. And we just breaking it down. I'm like, man. And I said, wait a second, hold up. Revelation chapter 1. What's going on with this hair like wool?
Right.
Skin is bro. Don't talk about that. That's not what that means. This is not Haile Selassie. I'm not talking about no Haile Selassie.
Wow.
I'm not talking about that. I just want to know. We looking at it as poetic. And one black professor, Lonnie Smith, we sitting in class, and he said, if Jesus was to walk around today, he looked like that brother right there in the back. He was pointing at me. There was two brothers in the class. I had a little beard, thin beard, chin strap beard. The other brother, he was baby face and bald head. He said, he probably looked like him.
Wow.
A couple of weeks later, I ain't see that brother again.
Wow.
He can't teach at this school anymore. What happened? Oh, he had to move on. Damn.
That's crazy.
Don't learn the Bible from nobody else but us.
That's right.
A nigga come up to you and ask you about mushrooms, tell him to get his ass in class.
I did.
Get in class, man. What you talking about?
Right.
That's unlawful. Did he have fringes on the t-shirt?
Like he said he know he
Okay.
Hebrew and everything.
All right, man. He wears fringes on his t-shirt. I think I know the brother you talking about. And I made him shut up one day. He just was going and going. No, I ain't doing right. No. You just came from work? You ain't supposed to be working on the Sabbath. Oh, my goodness. No. You're supposed to have fringes on everything. Where your fringes at, huh? I said, what if your house catch fire in the middle of the night? You run out the house in your pajamas You got fringes on your pajamas? He said, I ain't never think of that. Damn. I'm gonna go home and sew some fringes on my pajamas.
Wow.
You niggas is Jewish.
Right.
You want to be Ashkenazi. He wants to be Sephardic. He don't want to eat cheeseburgers because it's a sin to eat. Who told you that? Some hook-nosed, dumbass bastard? Just said a bastard shall dwell in Ashdod. Ain't that the scripture? Those people over there don't have a goddamn clue. If they're the Jews, why the hell they getting bombed right now? Nigga, you following them? You following them niggas? Them pieces of trash? You don't get it? Who the hell called them the real Jews? His whole theology comes from them. Tinsels on the corners of the shirts. I cannot believe it. They all left the ISUPK, right? And went to the synagogues. The ISUPK and the synagogues, them Israelis, Jewish, that it. What you play before your class?
UPK music.
Like what? Go ahead, give me something.
Natazab.
Yeah.
DEFCON 4.
Give me something. Give me something real quick.
Plays a concert.
What are you two? Go right there. Yeah. Like, just blast that real quick. Oh. The nigga don't eat mushrooms. He don't eat cheeseburgers. That nigga is at home. Hasta la vida. Hey, 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 Mazel Tov. Go ahead, play that, please. The Captain Tower War said, when you walk in the room, it's pop, 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 like you got rejected. Isn't that a metaphor for the balloon pop? The girls pop the balloon because they don't like you, but it's pop, pop, pop. Like you, wait a second. Do Jewish people talk like that? Do they put metaphors and similes together? Is there beats and rhythms, rhythm and blues and rap, rhythm and poetry and art? And the real Jews would be gritty right now, right? Wouldn't the real Jews be militant? Since they're the real Jews, right? They don't eat mushrooms. Wouldn't their music be like this? Wouldn't they be more militant? Did you see Netanyahu at the coffee shop going, we're drinking coffee in Israel? What's going on?
That's crazy.
Go ahead, a little bit more.
Got all kinds.
You put a little bit a little bit more. Perfect. Let's go. That nigga eat mushrooms out. We eat mushrooms in here.
Got all kinds.
All right. Go to since he won't, Because I don't want him to be like, he ain't even say nothing about mushrooms. See, mushrooms is you gotta eat that which carries from a seed. Go to one of the Wikipedias. Okay, take out and take out that type in mushrooms, please.
No concept.
Look at this. Do you see the first definition? The reason why they saying don't eat mushrooms. Some scripture was it in the
Got no concept.
what was it?
It was.
Let me read it quick.
Genesis 1 and 29.
1 and 29. All right.
Chapter 1, verse 29 and 30.
Genesis chapter 1, verse 29. And God said, behold, I given you every herb bearing seed, which is upon the face of the earth, and every tree, in which is the fruit of a tree yielding seed. To you it shall be for meat. Okay. And to every beast of the earth, and to every fowl of the air, and to everything that creepeth upon the earth, wherein there is life, I have given every green herb for meat, and it is so. Okay. So the herb, the meat, oh my goodness. Mushrooms. Mushrooms. And which is the fruit of a tree yielding seed. Mushrooms don't have seeds, Akia. We done for. We should pack it up.
God.
That nigga downtown just changed everything we believe in because a mushroom. Does lettuce have seeds? Dumb nigga, please.
Guys.
Does potatoes have seeds? No. Lettuce doesn't have seeds. Potatoes don't have seeds. There are herbs that don't have seeds. You know that, right? There are herbs that you pick up
Right.
that don't have seeds. Do you know some of those herbs that don't have seeds are called bitter herbs? A couple of weeks, we about to eat, about 10 days, we about to eat bitter herbs, right?
That's right.
Bitter herbs. Is that for Passover? Okay. Go ahead. Dummy. Fruit and seed has to be taught with an understanding. Okay? Fruit, right? We call vegetables, right? Okay? But are vegetables a fruit? No, it is. In the context of the Bible, it's just saying fruit, everything. All right? Okay. How do you get a potato? You have to bury a potato back into the ground, and it's going to sprout and grow roots. It's going to die. The potato will die. You ever have a bag of potatoes that go old?
Right.
And you underneath the sink or somewhere? Right. It starts to sprout, right? The potato is dying. And as it's dying, it's going to spread out so that it can open up a bud on the potato. So the potato is the seed. Do you get what I'm saying?
Concept.
All right, go ahead. Read this. Read mushrooms.
So, concept. A mushroom is a fleshy, spore-bearing, fruiting body.
Whoa. What?
A spore-bearing, fruiting body.
What?
Spore-bearing, fruiting body.
You niggas ain't smart. Stop. Stop. Asiatic niggas. Tell lie vision where the lies are buried. Down with dope, up with hope. I am somebody. You niggas ain't smart. You niggas don't even read. You don't read. A mushroom is what? A fleshly spore-bearing what?
Fruiting body.
What?
Fruiting body.
What?
Fruiting body.
Meaning what? It dies and creates more. It's its own seed. It's its own fruit. It's not that big of a deal, nigga. Just stop following white people because they told you something. Captain Jazarak said it to the Jewish man. I always wanted to ask, what y'all don't eat cheeseburgers? That's not what that means. Yeah, we don't put the goat in the milk. That's not a goddamn cheeseburger. witchcraft Jewish people do, and they don't eat cheeseburgers. Jewish people have sex with everybody and everything. They lead the sex traffic ring, the slave trade. They are foul and disgusting, but nigga, you don't eat cheeseburgers and mushrooms. You will not eat a mushroom cheese, Swiss cheese and Swiss cheeseburger. A mushroom with the Swiss and the, ooh, you won't eat it because the Jewish man won't eat it. The Jewish man is a cokehead. And you sniff coke because the Jewish man sniff it then. Huh? You about to put fringes on your goddamn jaws because but the mushrooms, you eating a mushroom on there? Go ahead, give me a little bit more, please.
Spore-bearing fruiting body of a fungus, typically produced above ground on soil.
On what?
On soil.
On what?
On soil.
So it grows from soil. And God said, behold, I have given you every herb bearing seed, which is upon the face of the earth, and every tree, in which, doesn't it say tree? Where the mushrooms in this picture at?
Right next to a tree.
In a tree. Mushrooms come in the tree.
Right.
Because of the roots of the tree. Okay? Now it's fungus, but it's fungus, it's good bacteria that comes together. It's science. Fungus is a bacteria, but it's a good bacteria that comes together because of moisture and water and the roots of a tree, which are minerals. Okay? All right? That's why mushrooms are earthy and they taste earthy. Right? Okay? Because they're coming from roots of trees. Roots of trees do what? Reach out for water, and it draws water back to the soil around the tree. So when that happens, the dirt mixes with the moisture, the water, and the root, the minerals from the tree, and creates mushroom. It's called fungus. Now, are there poisonous mushrooms? Yes. Okay. Are there certain things, herbs that you shouldn't eat? Yes. So do you eat every herb? Aren't there poisonous berries that you shouldn't eat? That nigga eats poison ivy though, don't he? He would eat poison ivy. Right? Okay. Now he'll read this and he'll smoke weed. He'll smoke weed and say, see, God giveth the herb. The herb, every herb is for you. I smoke weed. He smokes weed, but doesn't eat mushrooms. Nigga, please. Go to sleep, nigga. Go take a nap, go relax, and get your ass in class. And shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. You might as well go and be Asiatic or Moor or a Nation of Islam. You might as well. You might as well be a 5%. Why are you talking about you an Israelite? Why? Why? Because you can't shut your goddamn mouth for 5 minutes to learn.
That's right.
Everywhere in the Bible, the Israelites had to learn from somebody. That's the same nigga that said to Moses, why we gotta come out here, Moses? Why we gotta eat this? Ain't we supposed to eat that? You're a questionable ass nigga. Can't stand him. That's why you're not fit enough. We don't want you in the UPK. That's right. Because you're not fit. You're not willing to sacrifice yourself. So you'll just die in the goddamn streets with everybody. But you know what? You won't have mushrooms with your steak. That's good. Give it up for him. He's not going to eat mushrooms on his pizza. He won't. But you'll be just like everybody. World War III is at the brink. And instead of you shutting up and getting in all black, you saying, damn, the Lord is with them. Instead of you doing all that. All right. Keep going, man. Just get a little bit more.
Typically produced above ground on soil or another food source. A toadstool generally refers to a poisonous mushroom.
Okay. Just drop down a little bit. You see where it says of the cap, and then it says mushroom? Right where, yep, right there. Start right there where it says mushroom. Yep.
What concept?
Mushroom also describes a variety of other gilled fungi with or without stems.
Uh-huh.
Therefore, the term is used to describe
What does a mushroom look like? It has a stem, right? What has stems on it?
Like flowers.
Right. Flowers.
Right.
Excellent. Okay. All right. Okay. And a mushroom looks like what it comes out of or is always around. Trees. Okay. The roots and all that. All right. Has a stem.
Right.
Which brings it up to its umbrella, whatever, the top. Okay. It's a flower. It's a plant.
Right.
All right. Okay. Go ahead.
with or without stems. Therefore, the term is used to describe the fleshy, fruiting bodies of some
Ascomycoita. Go to the gills. Go ahead.
Con. The gills produce microscopic spores which help the fungus spread across the ground or its occupant surface.
What else has spores on it that you like to eat? That's a fruit.
Strawberries.
Give me mine. Hey. Yeah. So does he eat strawberries? Does he eat strawberries? Strawberries are bitter. Right. The spores on a strawberry are the seeds of the strawberry.
Right.
Right?
Concept.
These have spores which help the fungus spread across. The Most High knows what he's doing when he created these fruits and vegetables and herbs and plants and flowers so that they can procreate.
That's right.
All right? Okay? For you not to eat a mushroom is insane.
Right.
Where the hell did you hear that? Just stop and say that. Just ask him, where the hell did you hear that? Where did you hear that at? And just get where he says he heard that from. All right? Okay. He probably heard it from one nigga that heard it from another nigga who left the ISUPK, who heard it from the Ashkenazis or the Sephardics. That's where he heard that from. You get what I'm saying? And he was so upset with the UPK when he left. He couldn't just have a little ounce of honor just to leave because he knew he was wrong. Now he got to find out what the ISUPK, them niggas, is doing wrong. Them niggas don't got fringes on their t-shirt. Fringes on the t-shirts, everybody. Them niggas, they eat cheeseburgers. I seen them niggas eating cheeseburgers. I seen them right there on the corner of South Ave giving out cheeseburgers. That's the nigga that will come by and see us giving cheeseburgers to starving people and go, y'all niggas not supposed to give cheeseburgers. Let's cut out cheeseburgers. What else them niggas do? I'm about to get into it. 10 minutes. Them niggas got multiple wives. One wife only. I cannot stand a nigga like that.
That's right.
You just trying to look and just be the opposite of us. So the opposite of us is going to be mushrooms. Oh my goodness. Look at that. I saw a glass. The general had a Jack Daniels on it and the whiskey and that. Oh my goodness. Y'all niggas drink? Look at the wine. Ain't no wine in the. It's only a little bit. They done drunk all that wine up. Let's teach you're not supposed to drink.
That's right.
All right. What do you say? Brother sits in the dark on the Sabbath. Right.
Right.
Right. They do that. The Jewish man. And there's a part in New York City where he got cords. They look like cable lines that go around the neighborhood. Okay? What is it? If you're on this side of the cord, then you're free to do whatever on the Sabbath. You're free to work. But as soon as you cross past this cord, you walk up under that cord, it's the Sabbath. So on the Sabbath day, if you outside of that cord, you can go to work. You can start your car. You can eat hot food. Right? Okay. That's the white man.
Right.
That's the heathen. The heathen is superstitious and comes up with all this weird stuff.
Right.
Do you know, I saw somebody post a video, St. Patrick's Day. Them devils was up on Tip Hill at 11 o'clock at night, March 17th. And they had a parade where they all wore black and they kilts, they dresses, and they blew the bagpipes and they was walking through the streets and they did a countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And they start painting shamrocks on the ground. I said, damn. Why would they do that? Why would they do that? Because of tradition, superstition. That's their religion. That's what they believe in. It's stupid and dumb. It is dumb. Right? It's dumb. They pray to a dumb idol, a dumb god, a rock.
That's right.
They just had Ramadan, Eid Mubarak. And they all dressed up in Jordans, niggas, with man dresses on,
That's
with
right.
Jordans at the bottom. They wrapped the towel on their head. And they finally got something to eat. That's just dumb. You're just being stupid. It's all just dumb. Right? So you're doing it just to be dumb and stupid. All right? All right. Now. Get to the next thing.
Calm, sir.
All right? Get me, okay, go to that Facebook page. All right. Click on, can you click on my name over here?
Calm, sir.
I'll show you where it's at. Polygamy and polygyny. Go ahead, scroll down.
Calm.
So we good with mushrooms, right?
Calm.
All right. Keep going. Keep it right there, right? Okay. That was an Inspire magazine asked the question, why do women sleep with married men? All right. Go to one of the Wikipedias, Salakia.
Calm, sir.
Okay. We're going to type in polygyny. The reason being is because it was a post, GYN.
It's like an M or N, sir.
N as in Nahar Yahweh. All right. So there was a post where one brother liked this sister, and then another brother liked the same sister. Right? Those two brothers met and said, oh, you like her? I like her. Well, let's go and find out who she want to be with. They go and talk to the sister, or the hoe, and she says, well, let's practice polygamy.
Wow.
Let's see how this could work. And I can teach you how both of y'all can be my husband. Both of them turned and said, I never knew that. I never experienced that before. We can try it out. And they all walked away together.
That's crazy.
Crazy, insane. So on that post,
Wow.
underneath that post, a lot of brothers was against it, and sisters was asking, well, if you Israelites can have more than one wife, why can't a woman have more than one husband? All right. Give me polygyny.
Couple cons, sir. Is it this first one right here, sir?
The first one.
Polygamy is a form of polygamy entailing the marriage of a man to several women.
That's right. Meaning a man can have multiple wives. Usually the term polygamy is used, okay? But polygamy is more broad, all right? I just wanted to get that breakdown, all right?
Couple
Because
cons,
a
sir.
man having multiple wives is polygyny, but it's under polygamy. So a lot of times people just think that polygamy means that definition of a man with multiple wives, but polygamy can also mean a woman with multiple husbands, or all of them just together, married. Okay, all right. Look up polygamy, Bubba Kashaw.
Couple cons, sir.
I think it's right there, right? It's the third one.
Couple cons, sir.
Polygamy, a man is married to more than one wife at the same time.
Uh-huh.
It is called polygamy when a woman is married to more than one husband at the same time.
You see what I'm saying? So polygamy can mean that as well. All right. Click on it. Let's just see if it opens up the definition.
This one right here, sir?
Yeah.
Couple cons, sir.
Practice of marrying multiple spouses. Man is more. It's called polygyny. When a woman is married to more than one husband at the same time, it's called polyandry. Okay. All right. Now, let's get the scriptures on it.
Couple
Okay.
cons, sir.
All right. Now, the reason why this is set the way that it is set, all right, it doesn't mean, okay, when it says a man can have multiple wives, it doesn't mean that every man just goes and does it. All right. Okay. And it's not just a sex thing. This man got multiple wives, and it's just because he's having sex. That's how the simple mind would think, right? The simple mind would think that, oh, got multiple wives. There's no structure to it,
Right.
and that's not a form. That's not a form that we would abide by. Okay, because everything that the Lord has established and set up is done in decency and in order.
That's right.
Okay, all right. Every man doesn't have to have multiple wives. Every man can have one wife. A man can have one wife. He doesn't have to have any. Yahushua didn't have any wives.
Right.
Paul didn't have a wife. Okay, all right. It's not a law commanding you to have multiple wives. However, there is a structure to it. Now, when you think of it in a way in which we were built, all right, a man can have a desire to have multiple wives, and he can have a love and a structure and order for those multiple women. All right. And then women say, well, why can't I have multiple husbands? When you think of it scientifically, a woman's body is not built to have multiple husbands. Okay. Even her mentality, her mind. When a man and a woman have sex, there are endorphins that are released into the mind. This is science. For a man, the endorphin is testosterone, right? And the endorphins go to the mind of a dominance or a rulership, okay? And it's not a negative thing. Automatically, people hear it because we live in a feministic society that destroyed us as a people,
Right.
to think that this man is just dominating and ruling you. Absolutely, he is. Because when a man has sex with a woman, he's humbling her. He's dominant over her. Okay? Not to be simple and basic, but that's how just the scientific base of it is a man has a sexual organ that is inserted into the woman. Okay. And the objective of the seed comes from the man to be planted in the woman. All right. Meaning one has a dominance over the other. That should be respected and appreciated. So the endorphins, when I do that, a man is to take that and look and take this woman now as a responsibility, someone to protect. You understand what I'm saying? Someone to guide. All right. Okay. Now, with a woman, the endorphins release are from estrogen. The same endorphins that are released are the same that this is when she has a baby inside of her and she gives birth. That's how deep that is. Meaning she wants to be a mother. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. She wants a connection with this man. All right. Okay. That's what is to be created between the man and the woman. Mm-hmm. All right. Okay. Now look this up for me, Abu Kashar. Get this scripture real quick. Okay. Can you get for me when a man, let me get this scripture. Got it here. Give me Exodus chapter 21 and 10. I think that's it. Mm-hmm. Because if you ask a woman and she's being true, right? If you ask a woman, do you want multiple husbands? Do you want multiple men? She understands automatically that wanting multiple men is going to make her an harlot. She knows that. She knows that her value is not appreciated. Okay? She doesn't want multiple men. She wants one man. A woman feels that and wants that naturally. The scripture says, and her desire shall be to her husband. Okay? A woman wants to follow and be with this man, be up under this man, do what he want to do, follow how he follow. Okay? That's natural to her. That was Adam and Eve. The Most High told Eve her desire shall be unto her husband. That's how she's created. Okay? All right? All right. Now give me this in Exodus chapter 21 and 10.
You want to shoot a tab, sir?
No, that's fine.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 21 and verse 10. If he take him another wife.
He does what?
If he take him another wife.
If a man takes him another wife, meaning that it is not a sin for him to take another wife. Because the Bible would have said a man can't take another wife. Right. But the Bible says if he takes another wife. All right, go ahead.
Oh God. Her food, her remnant, and her duty of marriage shall he not diminish.
And this is something that's created to make black men feel as if they're less. When I say that, I'm getting ready to explain it. They want to tell you that, oh, see that? If you take him another wife, her food, her raiment, and her duty of marriage, whoo, he got to buy everything for both of them. Right? You can have multiple wives, but can you buy all of them houses? All of them got to have a car. You ain't got that money. Where does that come from? That comes from niggas y'all poor and broke. So you can't have multiple wives like the Bible just said, right? Because you got to have money to do it. Wait a second. Nobody likes Nick Cannon. Don't they all hate Nick Cannon and talk about Nick Cannon? For the women that he got and all the children that he got? I think that Nick Cannon has 12 children. He got 12 children. Oh my goodness, that's disgusting. Dr. Umar Johnson sat down with Nick Cannon and told him, you ain't right for that, brother. Because them children ain't going to know. They ain't going to, come on now. You creating broken homes. No. Yeah, let me tell you what's real. Men have multiple wives and have a bunch of children, right? I'm talking about not reading and studying the Bible.
Right.
I'm talking about us, black people, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Not without the Bible, not without nothing. It's just, we all come from that, right?
Right.
Men who got multiple, okay? You know who divides the children? Who really divide the children, Akia?
The system.
Thank you. And who else?
The women.
Thank you. The women really be dividing the children.
Right.
Don't bring him over here. That ain't my kid. Am I right or wrong?
Okay.
You gotta be over here. We got these kids over there. That's what they do, right? They don't want the children to be together. You absolutely right. In this system that we live in, they don't want this man to have these children. Oh my goodness, Nick Cannon. And then it came out. Nick Cannon got all his women in houses all in a 1 mile radius. They all live in a 1 mile radius of each other. Why? So the children can see each other,
Right.
and be around each other and grow up with each other. But Nick Cannon, you ain't did. How you know? What's that? And I always go, don't you want to be married to a multimillionaire? Yeah. What about a doctor or a lawyer? Can a doctor have multiple children? Yeah. Can a lawyer have multiple children? Yeah. What about an athlete? Can he have multiple children? Yeah, he can. Ain't nobody stopping him. He ain't going to see his kids every day. Do LeBron James see his children every day? He don't see his kids every day. Do a doctor see his kids every? The doctor could be up at the hospital on a 12-hour shift. He come home, he sleep. He ain't seen his kids. He's a horrible dad. He's disgusting. But he gotta provide. This not talking about money, man. You being simple. Because Puff Daddy proved you wrong, didn't he? Then we should all be Puff Daddy. Puff Daddy can afford all them women. Can he? He can. He can buy everybody a house. So the money just mean that. Now, that's not what that's talking about, man. It's not. Read that again.
It's the book of Exodus, chapter 21 and verse 10. If he take him another wife.
If he take him another wife. The Bible shows a man can take another wife. Go ahead.
Her food, her raiment, and her duty of marriage shall he not diminish.
Meaning, he now has a responsibility. He now has a responsibility. There is something to where a man can be in control. A black man be in control? Oh my goodness. Y'all so against polygyny and a man having multiple wives when you do it anyway. You do it anyway. The women do it anyway. Cardi B got with Stephon Diggs. And when he got with her, he said, I got this woman over here pregnant and she's pregnant. And did she get with him? She got with him.
Mm-hmm.
She had sex with him and had a child with him. When did she leave him? When he brought that bitch with that other baby to the Super Bowl. You dumbass. You're dumb. You're shallow and simple and stupid. How dumb is that? You like a man because you like that man. You're attracted to him. You don't really care if he got other women because you really like him. And you want to be with him. Now, it's his duty when y'all get together just to make sure you got food. Well, that means he got to pay for everything. Because I think the Nation of Islam or the Muslims you can have up to 4 wives, but he has to provide for all of them. That's just stupid. Don't make no damn sense. Because ask a woman, so you want to stay home? Women don't want to stay home. These sisters don't want to stay home. They want to get education. They want a job. They stay home. They doing what? I'm home all by myself all day long. Right? So all this is talking about is responsibility of watching over. Now, since you're dealing with this woman, you take another woman, you're watching over her food. You understand what I'm saying? You're watching over her raiment and her duty of marriage. And it shall what?
Shall he not diminish?
Shall we what?
Not diminish.
All right. I think the next verse too.
Verse 11. And if he do not these 3 unto her, then shall she go out free without money.
Okay. Okay. Now give me Isaiah. Give me Isaiah chapter 4. No. Before that. Give me Deuteronomy. We'll go over it real quick. Deuteronomy. Chapter 21. 15.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 21 and verse 15. If a man have 2 wives.
If he what?
If a man have 2 wives.
If he what?
If a man have 2 wives.
Go ahead.
One beloved and another hated.
So it's saying a man can have 2 wives. All right. Now he got 1 wife that he loves, meaning he loved being with her. She's beautiful to him. She's sweet on him. He's sweet on her. She kind. She talk right. And then he got another wife that he can't stand. He can't go over there. It's always an argument. Always a fight. He always got to do this. Always got to go through some hell. She talks so much to everybody about their business. He just can't stand doing all that. But he got 2 wives. What the Bible said.
And they have borne him children, both the beloved and the hated. And if the firstborn son be hers that was hated.
See, the Bible is about structure. You can have 2 wives, brother.
Right.
But you got your firstborn son with this woman, or you can't stand her. What the world going to tell you?
Leave her.
Leave her and that child. Just child support doesn't help or create the bond between the father and the children. And in fact, does what?
Destroys it.
It destroys it. Now you got the white man, the government, all in your business, all knowing all this, right? Because now it's based off of child support in court, in custody, and this and that. And he got to pay this amount of money. So he pays that amount of money. What that mean? He don't got to go over there. You talking about the money, and then you're going to call and go, he got a basketball game. You ain't come to none of them. Now, what the Bible said. Go to the next verse.
Oh God, sir.
Because now he could say, well, I paid child support. I ain't got to go around. Everybody was mad at the basketball player, Anthony Edwards. You heard that story, right?
God, sir.
Yeah. He had sex with the woman. He's dumb, right?
Mhm.
He had sex with a hoe. They had sex. He told her to have an abortion. She got pregnant. He told her to have an abortion. She said, no, I ain't having an abortion. She went all the way through, gave birth to the child. He showed up at court and said, oh, I said I didn't want the child. I give her all my rights. How much is the child support? They said, such and such a month. He turned over to his lawyer and said, can you tally that up for 18 years? It's going to cost $1.5 million, sir. Yeah. He said, all right. Wrote a check. You see this, Your Honor? There we go. I'm out. Everybody said that was horrible. It was horrible. But you know what? Isn't that the system? Isn't that what the system want? Did he pay his child support? He did. She was in her right to have an abortion, and she chose not to. Right? I'm not saying it's right, but you see how this system is.
Right.
So since she was in her right to have the abortion and she chose not to, he's in his right not to be a father and just pay the child support. Damn. That's the white man system for you.
That's right.
That's how that is. Get your ass in here and let's follow the law, statutes, and commandments. You can have multiple wives. We in the closet scared. Oh my goodness. I really like her. You know, she liked me too. Bishop T.D. Jakes said, one wife. I got to get rid of you, woman. She over there crying.
Right.
She distraught because she really like you. And you gotta hide it. Or you gotta. But this society, you can be openly gay. Magic Johnson's son. How tall is that nigga? 6'8"?
God, sir.
Magic Johnson has a son, E.J. Johnson, the junior, Irving Johnson, walking around with makeup on. He got his hair cut like Neil Long. He wear the makeup and he wearing heels and a dress. And he said this. He sat there and he said, "I like straight men. I don't like gay men." Nobody said that was wrong.
Wow.
The society didn't say that was wrong. He can do that. He's out the closet. But if you like more than one woman, you gotta stay in the closet.
That's tough.
Monogamy is a Western philosophy. Nowhere on the planet except the caveman, the white man, came up with monogamy. Nowhere. The Israelites, the Chinese. Somebody said it to me too. I said, tell me who wasn't doing it. Who did it? They said the Chinese. Chinese. What's the she's a journalist. She used to be on The View. Before her husband had the scandal. It was an Asian woman, and she talked about it all the time. She said her grandfather had multiple wives in China. The Chinese, the Africans in all the African countries, all of them. The white man came up with it because he wanted to control what? Your house, your property, right? So when you get a divorce, which the white man loves, you got to divorce her in order to get with her now. So everybody has a divorce. There's no value in marriage. Who gets married and stay together? All the sisters, ask the sisters, because they'll be just, oh my goodness. Well, no, you done took a vow. Ain't nobody kept no vow. Your pastor didn't keep the goddamn vow. Your pastor been married how many times? Ask him. Am I right or wrong? Shut up. Don't none of y'all value marriage. If a man has multiple wives, he values the marriage with each one of them. And he's not afraid. But the gay man, he don't have to be afraid. He can be open. Go ahead.
Verse 17. But he shall acknowledge the son of the hated for the firstborn.
He should acknowledge the son. Meaning, you still got a responsibility and duty. Those are your children. You got multiple wives, all them children are your responsibility. And that ain't talking about you gotta give them money, non-stop money. As a child, you barely care about money. That's a programming. Okay, let me see here. All right. Did Abraham have multiple wives? Yeah. Jacob had multiple wives. How would we come into existence?
Right.
Right? Jacob had Leah and Rachel. Right? And then he had they maidservants to produce the 14, to produce, I'm looking at the scripture, to produce the 12 tribes of Israel. All right? Want to see if we got any comments in here?
Go, sir.
Mopoko Shaw? All right. Okay. Because generally what happens is all throughout the Bible, you'll see multiple wives. Okay. And it's not saying that you have to have multiple wives. Doesn't say that you do. All right. However, if you desire to take so, then you have to go through this process. And this is exactly what the scriptures show. The structure of it. All right. Okay. Now, if a woman wants multiple men, she knows that it's wrong.
Right.
All right. And we do not do that. You can do that if you want multiple men, but you're crying and you're broken and you're hurt. That polyandry, right? It shows on Lifetime. It's this one dumb idiot. She got 2 husbands. I forget the name of that show. It's disgusting. There it is. It's on TLC. Okay, go to YouTube real quick.
Go, sir.
I want you to see how demonic and wicked this is. Type in seeking brother husband. This is so nasty, right? This is so disgusting that, okay, let's say this woman, that's her right there, right? This woman got 2 men, right? If she gets pregnant, who is the father? Isn't that crazy?
Right.
That's disgusting. Do you know sperm inside of her? There's 2 different types of sperm inside of her, right? And those different sperm know that they come from this man or that man. Those sperm will fight each other in order to get to the egg. The sperm know it's wrong, right? When a woman has multiple men sexual partners, his DNA secretes into her vaginal walls, which goes into her bloodstream, into her nervous system. That's why you'll have her say she's bipolar or multiple personality disorder. Okay? Have a hoe sit down and talk. You'd be like, damn. Just have her talk.
God.
She'll sound intelligent. It's like she thinking she's so smart.
Right.
We like, she really dumb. She really talking about everything. Why? Because she got 25 niggas inside of her. And it's true.
Wow.
That's really happening. Right? So just think. If a baby is produced from that, Just think of the DNA that's in the mother. Now this has to transfer to that child. So you got a child, got to deal with all that because your mother got all these men's DNA inside of her.
Right.
Okay. And remember what I said: when you have sex, you release endorphins. Okay, that's where you get that term soul ties from, where you're connecting with this person. All right. All right. When a woman has sex with one man, her body starts to formulate for pregnancy for this one man. You understand what I'm saying?
Gosh.
That's how deep that is. So if she has multiple husbands, her body is all contorted. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
But she's living in a lie where her body and her mind are not in connection. All right, go ahead, click on it. Let's get a couple.
This one right here, sir?
Yeah. This was the first one.
Cut off.
Press pause. Not save it. I'm sorry. Share it.
Cut off, sir.
I'm gonna be real quick. I know I done went way past the time. There you go.
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, go back 10 seconds. Good. That's fine.
I'm so ready to support Tiger and Kenya whenever they need support in their relationship or anything else.
I think a lot of what people see on a day-to-day is kind of like the whys. Why would anybody do that? Why would that man invite you into his house and have you with his wife? Why? It's a benefit.
This woman is just a hoe.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And she just has this demonic spirit to control and to rule over men and make men submit. And it is so Salaki. I was about to use some language. Disgusting. That TLC saw them on Instagram and created an entire show after this. And they black.
Right.
They're us. Go back 10 seconds again.
Cut off, sir.
That's fine. Yeah. Just look at this picture. They're both sitting behind her. You niggas, you black men who are to be the rulers of the planet. This is white supremacy.
That's right.
This is white supremacy. These are quarter zip niggas. Right or wrong? Look at him. And I am in full support with his glasses on and his collar shirt out of his green sweater. He got the blue blazer on. Her hands are on both of their knees. How disgusting is that? Ain't that just disgusting and foul? Her hands is on both of their knees. And they both are sitting behind her. And he said, I'm willing to give whatever support. That's disgusting.
That's right.
To her and Tiger's relationship. This is the complete opposite of what the Most High has established.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Cut
Complete opposite. Go ahead. Somebody has something?
God,
Go ahead, please.
So, like I was gonna say, these brothers got to be gay. I mean,
give them a hand. You're absolutely right.
They look feminine.
Any man that wants to have sex with a woman that has sex with another man,
right?
He's got a gay demon on him.
God,
He's got a sodomite demon on him.
That's right.
And it is something about him that he is so broken and destroyed that he's content with it.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? I was watching something and it was just like, all right, rappers, R&B singers, can we start finally having rap songs and R&B songs that don't promote me having sex with your girl? I'm taking your girl. And it's like, damn, that's all the music is.
Right.
I took your girl. I got your girl. Why have sex with another man's woman?
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Concept.
Why? You are so. You ever? We grew up in that.
Mm-hmm.
The cat, you be watching. Look at him yelling at her. Look at him. Well, he leaving. Hey, can I talk to you? Why is he yelling at you?
That's crazy.
Why does he treat you like that? I would never treat you like that. What did he do? He did. He hurt your feelings. I would never hurt your feelings. And because there's a demon on her, where she go, I want to be with another man. Yeah.
Mm.
She's so stupid. She get with him, and then what does he do? Don't he
Thing.
yell at her?
Right.
Don't he hurt her feelings?
God.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. That's just the dumbest thing ever.
That's right.
That's their business, man. You're gonna go out there and oh my gosh. He didn't do that for you? I remember I wanted to punch this Edomite dead in his face. When I first met my children's mother, right? I pull out and she comes out, right? Now I'm already in the driver's seat. Okay. She come and she open it, she get in the car, open the door. This devil, he yelling from the stairs. He ain't got no car. He yelling from his stairs on his stoop. He goes, I would have opened the door for you. I'm gonna always make sure that I open the door for you.
Wow.
I said, how? You ain't got no car. You get what I'm saying?
God.
But it's just so stupid and corny and dumb. You're dumb. Shut up.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Was you gonna say something?
Lies.
Okay. Go ahead. Ezekiel.
Wise. Why would anybody do that? Why would that man invite you into his house and have you with his wife? Why? It's a benefit to have another person there. It's a benefit to have somebody that you can kind of relate to, that you trust, versus just having some random man cheating, just
lying, hiding.
a lot of serenity to the home.
A lot of guys that I meet are.
Press pause. You want another man you can trust?
That's crazy.
Because you don't want her to cheat? How about just let the bitch go?
Right.
That means you're broken as a man. You ain't a man, man. And she had to answer the question for him. Or cheating or hiding or running around. Nah, bitch, you want another man, go.
Right.
How was the relationship with the Most High in Israel? Oh, you want to be Islamic? Go then. You want to be Christian? Go. You want to be Edomites? Go on. Go with the Edomites. Go on with the Philistines. Go and be with them. That's how the Most High looked at us. And he said, you ain't nothing but a hoe.
Mm.
He said that's all throughout the Bible. Why would a man want you to, oh, it's okay. I can trust you with the Edomites. Why is that? That's disgusting. She got two different spirits of men on her. Go ahead.
Always start out by telling guys that I meet, I already am in 2 long-term marriages.
How do they react to that?
Most react well. Oh, I'm dating because I'll always be dating.
She's dumb. Most react well. What that mean? What that mean, Nakia?
They just want to have sex with you.
Thank you. They just want to have sex with you, no matter, because they know you are her.
Right.
So they just want to have sex with you because they filthy and they.
Mm-hmm.
I've said that to women before. Women just want to have sex with you. They'll come up to you because you in the ISUPK. You got a beard. You masculine. You know the scriptures. Damn. You say, I believe in multiple wives. Well, I don't do all that, but I know I got this guy over here, just, but it ain't no real serious thing. Y'all having sex? Yeah, but it ain't no serious thing. You have sex with the other dude? Yeah, but it ain't no serious thing. But you got multiple wives. So you saying to me, this straight up conversation. You saying to me, if you have sex with me, then I gotta be your wife with all those other women? You saying that? So that's how y'all believe that? And I'm thinking, you just told me, excuse me, you fucking a bunch of different niggas.
Right.
Why is that acceptable? Because nobody tell you that it's wrong, because they all just want to have sex with you. Mm-hmm. See, yeah, all of them think it's fine. This nigga gonna go, and what do they say to you? These niggas is hanging up the same picture.
Right.
Does it look straight on your side?
Wow.
What is wrong with you? These niggas is hanging up the same picture.
Yeah.
And they both looking up at a nail. And what that mean to you?
Right.
Go back 10 seconds.
Yes.
It's like, y'all. Go back just a little bit. Because I want you to see. Look at this. Look at this. Okay. You see how you got that there? Because I want you to pause in that frame. No. You right. Right. Yeah. Look at. Hold on now. How many hammers are there?
Just one.
Both of them can't hold the same hammer. Damn. It's one hammer. It's a box full of nails. But how many hammers are there? A man can have multiple wives. A nail don't have multiple hammers. These niggas, you see, he can't hold the hammer while he hold the hammer.
Right.
Damn. The simple understanding of physics. It's only one hammer.
Right.
Go on now. Go to first play.
Okay.
She wants a third.
By telling guys that I meet, I already am in 2 long-term marriages.
How do they react to that?
Most react well. Oh, I'm dating because I'll always be dating. It's just fun. What can I say? It's hard to explain this because it feels like this is not rocket science. We all love attention, energy, relationships, and love.
Press pause.
But the relationship.
We all love. What was the first word she said?
Attention.
Attention. And what is attention for a woman? Where does that lead to? You know what attention leads to for a woman? A woman that desires and craves attention. I'm not saying this right. I'm not saying this is right. But pimps used to say, right? Don't be looking in every man's face. Keep your face down. It's horrible how disgusting that is, right? Stop looking in every man's face. But she wants to look in every man's face because she wants attention from every single man. And women have to fight that demon. All women have to fight that demon of being an attention whore. Isn't it called attention whore? Because an attention whore just changes to a whore. Now you're just a hoe. Because you want attention from every single man. I wear this because I want to wear it. It's my body. I wear what I want to wear. I wear this mini skirt and my titties out. I wear that because I want. Shut up, bitch. You want attention from every man. You want every man to go, damn, your ass fat. Damn, you sexy as hell. You want that. Because a woman will do what? A real woman will do what? Dress how her man tells her to dress. That's right. You're putting this on. And she's going to dress how he told her to dress. And a real woman is going to say, that's my husband. I'm going to wear what he tell me to wear. A hoe is going to want attention. I'm dating everybody. It's so fun. She got her makeup on, her jewelry. You peep this? Her hair all done. She wearing this nice long dress. These dummies look like they don't do that. You seen his clothes?
God, sir.
Stuart Little and Steve Urkel. You feel what I'm saying?
Good,
She
sir.
likes that. She can be dominant.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Right. She'll look at the UPK videos and she'll go, she'll like that. And she's like, damn, but I can't get with one of them niggas. Mm-mm. They wear all black and studs, beds. That nigga ain't gonna have that.
Right.
Go ahead.
Relationships that I'm looking for are sort of, they're less time consuming than our relationship. They're more about going out, grabbing a drink,
Oh, did you
going
hear him?
dancing, having some
You heard
fun.
him? I talked to Zion and Leviticus. You know how they respond to me? I'm talking, how was your day in school? What's going on? So how many points you scored? He's the child.
Right.
He's her son.
Mm.
Because he has mommy issues. Because his mother was abusive to him. You can see that in that nigga face.
Right.
His mother beat him. He was sexually molested and raped and abused by men and women. And now he up under her going, yes, ma'am. That's sad. And she loves it. She's a witch. You want multiple men? That's what you want. You want to be with an abused man? That's yes, man. You went out with who? You was out drinking with another man. Get out of this house.
All right.
Go ahead.
Okay.
It's going to take a lot more to get over the jealousy of having a person that's coming in that may become a sexual partner with you. They come in and they wow her with, gifts and jewels and all that. That's okay. I can match that. But if somebody comes in,
money is everything, huh? As long as he paying all the bills, money. He got money. That nigga got money. I can match that. I can match all the jewels and the flowers that he gives you. I can match it. Every nigga in Hollywood matches that, don't he? Everybody, that's what you want. Somebody to match it. Ooh, wee. I can match that. I can buy that. It ain't tricking if you got it. Tricking him. I'm at the slavery yard. Edomites, they buy sex. They pay for sex. And now you know who's starting to do that so openly now? Black men. We're standing there, I'm standing there like, y'all be doing what? Yeah, I go down there over there to the north side, $50 a pop. Y'all pay? This is honorable? I looked at the brother said, I do too. I got to too. Damn, it's no more honor. It's no more integrity or dignity about anything. Just because you got a couple dollars. Go ahead.
Steal your heart. I can't match. I can't.
Never am I looking to replace you, baby.
Don't upload your videos to YouTube. Upload.
He's going to steal your heart. I can't match that if you steal your heart. I can't steal it back. You know what Donald Trump said? She's never yours. She's just yours for the time being. Let me get exactly what Trump said.
That's tough.
And Trump loves hoes. He's disgusting. Melania was a hoe, right? Isn't she a Russian hoe? A mail order bride that posed naked? Okay. Oh, Trump says, she's not yours. It's just your turn. Damn.
That's me.
He said, she's not yours. It's just, he does not value women. He does not value marriage or anything. He look at all women as being hoes. And that is exactly what he's saying. I can't steal your heart back. He knows that it's just his turn right now. Pass the class over to precinct officer Akya. The water for you.
Security announcements. We are the ISUPK, the Israelite School Universal Practical Knowledge, started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under the leadership of Commanding General Yohana, root for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shut themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which a brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Ties, which is a commandment. Numbers 18 through 21, Malachi 3, 8 through 10, means 10th in the Hebrew, Mayashara, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, gives the Treasury Department or teacher, priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like, upcoming holy convocations. Less than 2 weeks, we have the Lord's 57th annual Passover in Houston, Texas. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you got everything in order. It's here in a couple of days. We also have the Sabbath service every Friday night, sundown, Saturday, sundown. If anybody wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black, boots, shirt, pants, and headband and scarf. And with that, we give a courteous salute to the teacher.
We'll just do brothers.
Kadokan to the Akim, men of Israel, I Majim, I Maj Shabbat, I Majim, Barak, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai Brakathum.
Yahweh Shem Yahweh Brakathum.
Sar, give a courteous salute to the Aquatium, men of Israel, I Majim, I Maj Shabbat, I Majim, Barak, Yahweh Shamar Al Tabah Shem Yahweh Shai.
Ba'ashem. Yahweh Shai.
Sar, with that, class is missed.